What's up, Gemini? This is your January 2022 money reading. Feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe. Reach out for a one-on-one reading. Check out Instagram or TikTok. Hope you guys are doing well. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Let's see. Okay, you got some fast-moving energy here. The Knight of Wands in the upright. It's very ambitious. Taking action. You could be, feeling like you're being hit with like this plethora of energy. And you're going to come out victorious here with the Six of Wands. And it will be because you kind of fought for what you believed in here, Gemini. Just wanted to kind of communicate also, because I believe everything is a part of the message of what you're supposed to hear. So I want to try to articulate this kind of vein of a thought that's going through me right now. In the sense of, life kind of communicates to you in this one sense that we're all here together in one place, but then it also kind of conveys to you or communicates to you that we're all separate. Two extremes. We're looking at money, and feel free if you're a cross watcher to look at money through the lens of the ruling house of Gemini, which is the third house, siblings, neighbors, things of this instance, speaking to the fact that, who do you want on this journey with you? We live in the spirit of, in the age of Aquarius, which is you can quite literally ghost people and just kind of ripcord, and whether it's ethically or morally right or anything like that. I've done that before, and I'm guilty just as much as anyone else. And I remember I did that to my buddy Kevin at the time, years ago. I was just very unhappy and frustrated internally with where I was. And so the friendship or the connection that I had, I felt just wasn't up to my standard. I think I was angry a lot about my family and my living situation, and just felt a lack of gratitude for having moved back home and helping them. And I was looking for love, and I just didn't really have meaning and purpose. I was drinking, I was in a dead-end job, and I ended up kind of excommunicating him because I felt like he wasn't financially investing in me in a certain way, in an opportunity that maybe I feel or kind of imposed or projected that a friend would, which is hey, look, you're looking for a treadmill, buy mine, $200 or something like that. And I guess maybe something interpreted that decision for him not to as stingy or someone that I don't want to associate with, or maybe I was in need of money, or I don't know where I was, but to the boiling point of I felt like I could just kind of excommunicate him. Interestingly enough, I had just came across Donna, which was, she would then become my girlfriend at the time, and we would move to LA. And so in a way, me excommunicating my friend informed my travels and journeys away from home, because there really wasn't anything keeping me home. And so the world works in mysterious ways. Things all happen for a reason. Truth be told, I feel as though maybe the friendship was enabling me to drink and smoke and just live this kind of dead-end job. And maybe in many ways my higher self, thank God, I guess, I have a higher self, or we have higher selves, knew that. And of course, this person kind of took it, personal, but maybe they were so in their lifestyle that they couldn't see that. And I feel the need to kind of communicate that because I feel as though that recently happened with me and my love situation. And how I felt like someone that I trusted over the course of a year and however many months, and quarantined and lived with and moved in with really quickly. I feel as though they thought that I was living in this bubble or environment that wasn't conducive to, frustratedly enough, whatever they wanted to happen in a snap. For them, it was kids and family and stuff. And so you look at the reasons why you kind of ghost or excommunicate certain people, because it's almost as if that they're no longer going to be moving forward with you in your life and your journey. Again, beyond the moral right or wrong, because everybody feels kind of like, correct in their own version of the story. Even from the outside looking in, as clear as you could see things as not being right, or this person being wrong, or at the end of the day, our ability to kind of justify and all that stuff knows no bounds. And whether we all have witness to someone's insanity or what have you, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You still have to pick yourself up from your bootstraps and continue moving forward on your journey. And so now you're left with this kind of to those that maybe you feel like you left behind. So as to start your own journey or build your own empire or what have you, Gemini. Or those that, again, Gemini rules the third house of siblings, communications, neighbors, things like that. Activity, interests. Okay. At a certain level of the game, it becomes, well, we're not all completely alone. It's a matter of who I want to move forward with in my journey. Okay? It's a matter of course correcting and things of this nature. And to see who's going to be there for you in ways that you don't necessarily have to explain. And relationships will reveal to themselves whether they're worth hashing out or opening up or communicating or not. You will kind of auto-adjust as such. What I'm finding is that you're going to be successful in navigating and transitioning who you're going to bring with you, which is a very kind of specific set of people, group of people, handful of people. Okay. I do believe that we allow and invite people into our lives that are healthy for us and good for us, and it's not all just lessons, and we could actually live and exist with them and bring them on our journey. It's easy and effortless as to the extent of that you see it as such. But there is this air of going with your gut and your heart. And maybe even understanding that life is still something to be created and built and constructed. And I have to trust my urges, my time frame, you know. And some people aren't comfortable betting on you. That you'll come through for them, which is probably maybe why they left. But that's their loss. Okay. So I feel as though it's been a fight, Gemini, but you're kind of learning so much about the fact that life requires you to build your life around you, but also to have relationships, goes without saying. The death card, I think, signifies an ending of certain relationships. It doesn't have to be literal death, of course, as much as you're seeing the course of the capacity that people are made of in the way that they show up for you when you need them at the most, or they don't. And that's going to inform how you incorporate them in the building of your life, your empire, moving forward. Which I do see you as being successful in doing. Strengthen discipline over the lesser urges of fear. Okay, especially with that death card energy. Fear of the unknown and such. Okay. Because again, what we spoke to at the beginning of this reading was, and I know this is a very deep and esoteric kind of video, but what we spoke to was the kind of spectrum of the potential of viewing things as we're all alone or we're all here in one place, depending on how you view it. And the ability to switch lenses, daytime lens, nighttime lens, depending on what's approaching to the best of your ability. Okay, so if fear is approaching, or death, or the unknown, then looking at it as a canvas, which to create or light up, and vice versa. If there's too much light, if there's too much, whatever, then inform yourself to the kind of ether, so to speak. Meaning you don't own anything anyways. Not to justify immorality, but understand that you inherited a certain set of circumstances and you're just trying to do your best. Which I think would be a healthy way to kind of view all things considered, everything that everyone's trying to do. Hopefully. You have to kind of give people the benefit of the doubt and the trust. Still falling away of certain soulmates with the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Seeing this from this removed or elevated position. Maybe focus more so on yourself and what you need in your kind of empire building mode. As it pertains to money. Again, money is career, resources, something of value, Resources also being kind of time and who you want to invest in and with. Okay. being able to kind of emotionally have your cup filled so that you can rush forward here with the Knight of Cups in reverse meets the Knight of Swords in the upright, so that you could do what you feel speaks to your meaning and purpose in this incarnation. So you're open and you're receptive to that extent to people who would help in those endeavors. Okay? Anything before I take a bathroom break? The High Priestess in reverse, Spirit, and then I'll jump into your part 2 reading, Gemini. This has gone very long. But yeah, not micro analyzing here with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Not getting too caught up in the moment, in the drama of, am I going to make this rent check, or am I going to do this, I'm going to do that. Okay, zooming out to the perspective. Remember we talked about using this lens, that lens, and which best suits your need in that moment. Okay. That's what the High Priestess in reverse speaks to. After all, it's losing kind of objectivity here. So don't get too caught up in the subjectivity of the unknown. Okay. There's a lot of grace and luck involved in you making it this far, so why not bet on that as well? I think that was nicely succinctly put. Okay, Gemini, hop over to Patreon for part 2, link below. Holler at your boy for a one-on-one reading. As always, only $3 a month to subscribe to the Patreon. You're voting with your dollar. You're raising the vibe of your tribe. Love you guys. Link below, part 2, Patreon. Holler for more. Peace.